Hello everyone. And this video is about Project 2025 and the reproductive rights. In Project 2025, a fundamental premise is that abortion is not healthcare and that the CDC would be banned from promoting it as such. The document's authors want the renamed Department of Life to collect data on people who have abortions using every available tool, including the cutting of funds to ensure that every state reports exactly how many abortions take place within its borders, at what gestational age of the child, and for what reason the mother, states, and the residents, and by what method. They urge the agency to rescind Biden administration guidance that EMTALA, a decades-old law in emergency medicine, requires that hospitals provide abortion care in emergency situations. They also call to eliminate the agency's Reproductive Health Care Access Task Force and replace it with an anti-abortion task force. Project 2025 says the FDA should reverse its 2000 approval of the medication abortion drug mifepristone, however that's said. They also encourage the Department of Justice to announce a campaign to enforce the long-dormant 1873 Comstock Act, which prohibits the mailing of obscene materials and articles intended for producing abortions. This is another route to restrict access to abortion medication, a top priority of the anti-abortion movement given it can be mailed across state lines. Project 2025 suggests prohibiting Planned Parenthood from receiving medical funds, even for non-abortion services, and instead direct it to healthcare centers that provide real health care for women. It would also remove emergency contraception from the contraception mandate in the Affordable Care Act so private insurers no longer have to cover it. It also calls for the Department of Justice to take legal action against local officials, including district attorneys, who deny American citizens the equal protection of the laws by refusing to prosecute criminal offenses in their jurisdiction. The left-leaning Center for American Progress interprets this section as a push to use federal law enforcement agencies like the Department of Justice to compel these local elected officials to enforce far-right policy priorities or face federal lawsuits, removal from office, or potentially criminal prosecutions. Time magazine reported that in the 2 years since the Supreme Court ended the federal right to an abortion and states that began banning it, nearly 100 local prosecutors have said that they will not bring cases against individuals who seek or provide abortions. And then a little side note, Planned Parenthood is an amazing place. They cover literally everything. You can go in for treatments, you can go in for the abortions if that's what you're seeking, but that's not all that they do. They also cover hormones and write letters so that we can get surgeries or so that we can get our license changed over to the correct gender, or they have the counseling that you can go in and you can talk to. It's not just you go in and you get your hormone shots. That's totally not what Planned Parenthood is. That's what they're trying to focus it on, though. They're trying to focus Planned Parenthood as harming our children, which, by the way, I need to do a video about that because children do not get access to the things like people are thought that they do or are made to believe that they do. But Planned Parenthood is known for harming our children with hormones and abortions. But they don't talk about all the the testing for the cancer, the pap test, the ultrasounds and stuff for fetal development when somebody can't afford a doctor at the time. There's so much that goes on in Planned Parenthood. They're not anti-baby. So I just thought I would bring that up. Because I've heard a lot of people say, how can you support somebody that only wants to kill kids? That's not the case. That is not the case. I am pro-choice, 100%. And being pro-choice for one thing, I pretty much have to be pro-choice on everything. Otherwise, I would just be a hypocrite. So, I'm pro-choice. And Planned Parenthood doesn't just jump in and want to kill unborn babies or give hormones to children. The next video that I will be doing is also a short one, and it will be over education. Have a good day, everybody.